Alright, welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals a 0 hour to make the best game ever, and we will continue with what we have laid out in the previous session. So, we need to move this stuff here into smaller functions. So, match table flags. Table, ID, table. Match. I think we start from here, right? Yeah. So I think we have to get this one here back. Put this one here. So we are in here. So let's create assembler. What is it? What do we call it? Match table. Assembler function match table. And what do we pass? We pass records. Yeah, I think we just pass records. Maybe. Let's see. Records. So we put it. Oh my gosh, this function. Oh, it's not so big. Could be bigger, right? Okay, so we put this here. Okay. And then we scroll up here and we copy. No. Here. We copy all this stuff up to, well, up to where? Up to here. Okay. Okay, all this. Good. Put it in here. All right. And that's already much better. Record table size. Oh, record table size. Record table size. Records. Oof, record. I would say record tables. Record tables. Should it be perhaps a separate function? Static. I think we simply copy this thing into each function here. table. Let's just call it table flags. There we go. And yeah, let's call this table size. Right. Then we can remove this. Okay, good. Add empty column to satisfy the clipper. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can say here, if not content visible, then return. That way we can cut back on one of the indentations. And while step. Can we simplify this here? What is this doing? Jesus Christ. Red false. Okay. I still don't understand this stuff here. It's so weird. Yeah, okay, but I think this function is small enough. I mean, it still has a respectable size, but it's manageable. Good. So we got this, and then we call here this function with records. There we go. Okay, so that is simple enough. Okay, then we can delete this one here, and then we need to move this one here into a function as well. Okay, so we got this guy, column count is 5, yeah. So we are looking at a function match table, function, how do we call it? Function assembler. Yeah, function assembler table. Well, comparison manager, assembler, function, maybe function info table, function assembler, function assembler entries. Maybe we assembler, how about we call it just assembler records, assembler comparison. Huh. How about we call this comparison? Well, assembler records table. Then we call this assembler matches or assembler match value is match assembler matches table. I don't know. It's difficult to find good names for this. Assembler matches table. I don't know. Records matches. Maybe that's a good name. Maybe not. Probably not. All the names are pretty shitty here. Yeah, finding names is one of the hardest things. Yeah. There's always a better way to name. Yeah. Okay, so let's copy all this junk here and drop it in here. And then that's quite a big function. So we have the table size. Put that up here. Let's put the column count up here as well. That's a 1, yeah. Okay, so column count is 5. Table size is this one, okay. So records. Named functions array. Efficient descriptor. Okay, let's take this guy. I put it in here. Indent width. Yeah, let's put this guy here. Okay, we also need the buff. This guy. And put it here. And we also need... We need to pass the descriptor and files, I think. So... Or we just pass descriptor. Descriptor. Actually, it makes me wonder, why don't we can't we just pass it const? Like, does it have to be writable? I don't think so. Probably just reading it, right? Same. Yeah. so records. Where are these records taken from? Records. Here, okay. Match function. Descriptor, okay. Okay, so look at this. I think we should pass a named functions and a revision descriptor, a single one. If I'm not looking wrong here. So we are looking at revision Okay, so we're looking at passing this one as a revision file revision, and we are looking at name function to pass named functions, plural, named functions. Ugh. What does this contain? Named function. Why is it plural? Let's rename this. Named function array. Okay, so we are looking at passing. Hold on. We don't pass this as pointer, we pass it as reference, and this as well. Named function. There we go. Okay. So then we change this and yeah, name function. Okay, and we pass here comparison manager. What is this? Assembler records table. Records, and then we pass we can probably just pass this one here, right? So we put here revision descriptor program file revision descriptor file Let's call it just revision const. Then we dereference it. We pass it here. And then we do another name functions here. This one we do const named function equals that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, and that somehow doesn't work because we're missing a semicolon. Okay, good. So comparison, Okay, so it's calling this guy, and then in here we now use a file revision here. File revision. No. Named function dot function. And file revision here dot file contents storage. We need to rename this as well. Storage. There we go. Which makes me wonder, we could actually also pass a file content storage straight away instead of revision descriptor. I think it's fine. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, looks like this would compile. That's good. We can simplify this here. We say if not visible, then we return. Otherwise, we keep on going here. Okay, great. Okay, so we have a buffer here. We reserve it. We have a site index. Site index. Yeah. So we need to pass also a const, or just where's the site index? Here. We call pass the index t site index, and we put an assert site index smaller than 2, and then there's that. Okay. By the way, can we actually reserve string with a constructor? C++ string constructor. No. Wait, C++. No. No, doesn't look like it. That's okay. Good. So we have this guy, and we put this one here, and then we pass the index here somewhere. Where is it? Here. Maybe this index should be the first argument. Maybe it should be the first. Da-da, da-da, da, 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 0. There we go. Okay. Maybe we can also say here index t side 0 const and put side 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 side. Vision descriptor array. Why don't we use here revision? Revision, there we go. No, revision dot, there we go. Yeah. So do we actually still use this one here? Doesn't look like it. This one also not, so maybe we can remove these guys. Also we can say here, if not is open, continue. Continue. And then we can remove this guy here. Okay. Actually, yeah. Let's leave it how it was before. Maybe we move it into smaller functions. Yeah, let's put it like that. Okay. Good. I think these guys we no longer need. Table. Ah, here. Okay, we have a problem here with this. Okay, so here I think we need to push ID, and here as well, so that inside here, function assembler table, it will have a different ID then. Well, let's see how that works. So we push here ID 2, here ID 0, sites, ID sites. Okay, somehow that doesn't work. Why not? Oh, text integer. Int side. Okay, so let's comment all this stuff here. This. And then we take this guy and put this here. And we put side 1. There we go. Okay. Okay, and that is only one part of the, actually, hold on, we can also move. Let's see if that compiles for starters. It does not. Okay. Prototype function not called. Okay. Static cast int side. All right. Good. Okay, this looks all right for now, but I would also like to move this, all this stuff here into another function. So first let's remove some of the comments here, which we no longer need. Everything is commented here. All right. Okay, so we have records from matched function. Is match function used for anything else here? No. There is records. Records is used a lot. Okay. Is there anything else used? Maybe not. Actually, this one is used, I think. Named function index. Oh, matched function. Function. I think we pass matched function. Matched function index. Function index. Yeah. Okay, let's go here with, so we have entries, records, table. How about we call this comparison manager matched function matched records. Let's go comparison manager assembler entries. matched function entries. Okay, how about we rename this one to comparison manager function entries. Function entries, functions, function entries, matched function entries, function entries. Okay. And then here we create a new method, and that is called that, and we copy, hold on, we need an argument as well. We said matched function, right? This one. Matched function entries, matched function entries, matched function entry, singular entry. There we go. Matched comparison manager, matched function entry. Oh boy. Okay, and this one we put this guy matched function and done. Ship it. Okay. Then we copy this stuff here. Here. In here. And call this here. If tree is open, then do that. Matched function. There we go. Okay, so this looks now simple enough, I would say, here. For starters, function entries. Yeah, we can simplify this a bit more. Can remove this guy. I think we can also remove these guys. They're no longer used. All right. I think this one has also been moved into the functions. So we can remove that as well. And I think you can remove these comments here, because it's pretty self-explanatory now. So oh. Okay, looks like we also need this descriptor here. Yeah. Size, yeah. Okay, let's also pass this guy here. So here. Function entry. There we go. Descriptor. So we give it the descriptor and we give it name function index. Okay, what's the problem here? Das got da. There we go. Okay, how about we put here a const index t named function index 0, and that will be this one. And we put this one here. And then we take this one and we move it here. Here. And we call it named function index, and we take the sides, put it here. And then we have this guy and put it here. Let's move it down here. Yeah, okay. And then I think we can remove this guy because it's no longer used. All right. Okay, good. And then here we need to basically copy this guy and remove it here and remove the old one. Okay. Okay, so basically the expectation now is that all columns draw now their contents. So we should have assembler and so on, assembler on the left and the right. Source code is exclusively on the left side, but the rows should be empty. The columns should be empty for source code on the right side. Right? Now, that's the expectation. And obviously the order is not mirrored now. Yeah, but that's okay for now. Okay, let's see. And we got a crash. Okay. What is a crash? File contents. It's null pointer. Source file is empty. I see. Source file. Get source file. Find content. Yeah. Line okay. So in this case, we need to add another check here. This not null pointer and that. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. All right. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. All right. So now the next step is we need to figure out how we can swap this with this. So yeah, basically we need to be able to customize the order of the customize the order. Another approach would be, let me say, ImGUI does have the functionality that you can swap. The user can swap these. Let me see. It's better to show tables and columns. Here, reorderable. Here you can, like 2 is now on first place, and now 3 is on first place. So there is a way to move these things, but how easy is it to implement this? Item picker. Let's see. let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Column. Okay, so this looks pretty normal. Reorderable. Is this just a meta of this flag? That would be pretty sick. I mean, there's nothing special here. That would be pretty sick. Reorderable. Okay, let's make a test here. Resizable. Hideable. So assembler records tape. So here, assembler table flags. Yeah. So this one has resizable, hideable, reorderable. Let's add this as well. Okay. Let's see if that just works out of the box or if we need to do anything. If it would work out of the box, that would be magic. Truly magic. Whoa, it works. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. I wonder if we should then use this flag also here, that you can remove things here. Yeah, maybe we should also make it here reorderable. Let's see. So here, yeah, we can just move it now. That's pretty cool. So for example, let's say you wanted to show the undecorated name first, and you can just move it here. Reset order. Oh, that's also cool. You can reset the order. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, but this still means we should put the proper default order here for this one. Right. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Yeah. Okay, how do we do it? I also wonder if the line and source code are missing, what would also be nice if it would just hide those by default. Because we know when that would be the case, and that is if the, where is it? Here, if file content is null pointer, then this is definitely hidden, right? So can we have an extra? Table setup column. Does it have any? column flags. Default height. Look at that. Default height. All right. So we can say let's move these guys up here. So we say consts column flags source codes source column flags file content is null pointer, then we say default height, otherwise flags none, right? Okay, and then we put this here. There we go. Okay, so this should now by default hide the line and the source code on the right side, right? Because it's essentially empty. Let's see. Yep, that works. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, so now we still need to change the order. Still need to change the order. The default order, all right? Yeah, this line and source code are hidden. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, so there's another point to make. Maybe this shouldn't be here at all to begin with, right? You could also make this argument. Like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be just hidden. Maybe they should be removed. Name function. It's linked to, you can also check this one. It's linked to source file. It's linked to source file. Can link. I think this check is good enough here. Okay, default height. So I would say we remove them completely, these guys. So how about we do bool const bool show show source code or source code columns, and this depends if this is not null pointer, right? Okay, so but then the okay, okay, this means that the column count name function. Okay, so this means we need to move these guys here, up here. And then we say if show source columns, then it's 5. Otherwise, it's 3. All right. Or we do columns count as 5. And do if this, then columns count minus equal to. We take away 2 columns. Yeah. Okay. And then here we say if show these columns, then we do these. And we don't default height, it's just standard. We remove this guy. There we go. Okay. And then show source code columns here. And then we put here another check. If show source code columns, then we do these 2 guys here. There we go. And down here we put here 2 more. If this, then do this. Done. No, yeah, done. Actually, hold on. How about we also simply just put this here? There we go. Let's put here the curly brackets. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, let's see if that works. And we got a problem. Too many times. Okay. So now we have a shows true. Oh, I see. If not this, then minus 2, 2. Right, okay. Okay, there we go. Source file. Yeah. All right. Resize. Okay. Okay, this works, and now it really has them removed. You cannot add them because it would be useless, right? If they are hidden, if they are always empty, there's no point in being able to show them, right? So I think this is better. Actually, take them away, right? Yeah, this is nice. Okay, so this so far looks good, but still we need to have a strategy to invert or to reorder these by default. The question is how. So depending on the site index, we can decide to hard code the order in here. Well, we don't have to pass it as an argument. We already give a site index, which is good enough. So we would need to, how do we do it? So essentially these guys would need to come first, then this, and then these two, right? Okay, how would we implement this? One way would be to move these guys into more functions and then simply have a if index that, then do this, otherwise do that. Call it the other order. That would be one way, right? Is there another way? Index. Yeah, I would say make a switch case. Switch. If 0 do this, if 1 do this. Right? I think that would be the best. Simple switch case. Yeah. And so how do we do it in our ASM printer? We had the same thing there. Yeah, so it's similar. It's yeah, I see. Yeah, so this makes a lot of sense. Like we append this, then we append that, we append that, append that, append that. Yeah. So this is like a pretty clean how we did it here. I think we can't do it this way because in our GUI it's very different how we, because we have a table. Well, yeah. Next top row is visible. Yeah, I think we need to put these into their own. Okay. Okay. So what we do is we create a comparison manager, assembler records. Which function are we in? Assembler records table. Okay. Assembler records table. So we create a function matches table. Void comparison manager assembler records source code columns. Okay, maybe. And then assembler records bytes column. Actually, let me see. Show source code columns. Right, okay. Okay. Sure. Instruction line. Assembler comparison manager. So matched functions entry. Matches to so what is this function here? Matches table. Oh, it's that one. I see. Okay, how about matches table? How about we split this here into a matches column? And we give it the instruction pair. ASM instruction pair. Just trying to split it up a bit more. this one. Yeah. Const expr. Yeah, all this stuff here. And we put it in here. And instruction pair dot okay. And then here we call this one. Okay, that's greatly simplified. Okay, fantastic. And then so here instruction. I need file content. Yeah, file contents. Line, okay, line index. Instruction line number. Instruction line number. Yeah. Last line. Okay, this one is a bit more complicated to split apart. Let's do a simple one first. The bytes. This one looks simple. How do we call it? Manager. Assembler record bytes column. I guess it's fine for now. So we pass instruction, right? It's just instruction and a buffer. Structure and a buffer. Buff and instruction. This one. Ugh, where did this jump to? What the hell? Okay, totally jumps to the wrong thing. Oh boy. Okay, so we are looking at this here. And basically we're just doing this. Instruction bytes. Bytes. There we go. Okay, so this is bytes. I think column is maybe a misleading name, isn't it? Maybe we call it cell. Matches or entry. Matches entry. Assembler record bytes entry. Assembler matches table. How about we call it differently, like maybe just call it instruction bytes text instruction bytes text print print instruction bytes. I think that's a easier way to describe this. And then we put this here, print instruction bytes. Okay. And we pass a buff and instruction. Okay. Then we do print address, print instruction address. Which should be super simple. Basically it's just this here. Doesn't even need the buff. There we go. There we go. Okay, then we put that here. Instruction. Okay. And then here we do print instruction text, instruction assembler. Yeah. And there we need the buff. Right, buck. Buff and instruction. Print instruction assembler. Const instruction and string buff. There we go. Right. Okay, making progress, yeah. That looks good. And so this one is, we take this guy, yeah, all this, and put it here. And there's a problem, indent width, oh, poof. Okay, poof. Float, indent. All right. Float, no. Indent width, there we go. Okay, then here we say float indent, indent, instruction, valid, text, jump. There we go. Okay, this looks good. Maybe we can move this up here, out of the way. There we go. Okay, this looks very promising. We can leave this commented stuff here for now. Okay, now we need to split. Actually, let's move this here into here. We can actually hold on. That's the wrong one. We tested here. We can continue testing with this later. Okay. Let's do to figure out how to support clipboard for table entries. Basically, it would be cool if you can right-click a table entry, copy to clipboard, done, right? So, for example, if you want to grab the address, right? So copy paste it somewhere else. You could do that. Okay, so now we need to move these guys into two functions. How do we do that? Oof. I think we don't need this comment here anymore. Line number. What was in our ASM printer? What was our condition here for the source code? If line index is smaller. Okay. Okay, so this condition accounts for both. Line index. I would say we simply move this to both functions. So we will have we'll have a void print instruction source line. And does it need the buff? No. Both don't need the buff. Yeah, that's good. So we put the instruction and source code, and the source code, that one does actually need the last line number. So we pass here UN16T reference last line number. Yeah. And let's put these functions down here. All right. Okay. And we put this here, print instruction source line. All right. Instruction. Hold on. We also need file content. We don't need to check this anymore because it's implicit with this one. So we can actually remove this. Right. Oh, but we still need to line index line. Okay, let's pass lines buffers. What the hell is that? File content. What is this text file content? It contains a vector of strings. How about we create an alias lines that. Using lines is that. Okay. And then we pass here source lines. We pass const file content. What was it? Text file content. Why don't we just pass the whole thing? I guess it's simple enough. File, text file content. Yeah. Actually, yeah, text file content. Yeah. Const text file content. Content. File content. File content. Right. And the same here. And then, oh boy. Here. That's, put it here. File content, lines, size, instruction, dot line number. Okay. Simple enough. And then basically we need to copy the same garbage here, here, and we need to get this junk, and we need to get this junk here, and the file content lines, and instruction, not line number, last line number, line OK, line index, line OK, line index, line number, text unformatted. Yeah, so there's a little bit of duplicate logic in these two here, but I think that's fine. I think it's better to have it clearly cut like this. I think that's fine. And this is an in-out. Yeah, I think this is perfectly fine. Good, and then we simply call here this function, source line, with the instruction, and with the file contents. There we go. Yeah. And in here, actually, we can also say assert. Do we need it? Nah, it's within the same function. No need for assert here. Okay, and then we put this here, source code. And this one also needs to pass the last line number. And then we can delete this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, so now we have all this in small functions. So that's good. Except for this one, this not yet. Let's see if it compiles to begin with. Yeah, that's already good. Assign. Okay, we need to move this into a function as well. We just print instruction label, void, or print label. Yeah, print instruction label. That's it. The label, it doesn't use a buff. How about we put the colon also as a gray text here? This one. Maybe we put the whole thing as a gray text. The label. Yeah. Okay, so So in the label we pass, what do we pass? The ASM label. So it's not just print label. Maybe we call it ASM instruction thingy. Otherwise, if we call it print label, it's a bit confusing maybe. Let's do it like this. ASM label, okay. But then we need to update some function names here. Okay, so we put this guy here. There we go. Yeah, making good progress here. All right, so ASM, put this here, this there, and there. Da 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 da. Okay, and here, and there. Okay, good. And then here we move this guy. We move this guy to here, and then it will be label.label, and then that's fine. And then we we call it here print ASM label, there we go, print label A, no. Okay, and okay, something is wrong here. What is wrong? Const, there we go, const. All right. Okay, this shall work. Okay, so let's see if things look as usual right now. But this is great. Now we have like moved all the smaller code for the drawing into smaller functions, which makes it easier to rearrange things for the different order that we want to have. Okay, so things look as usual. The labels are now gray. Maybe they're a little bit too grayish. Maybe we can make them a little bit brighter. How about we make it well, or we make them a color. I don't know. Yeah. I think it's fine for now. Can still change it later. Okay. So we are looking at actually, let me see it in some other function. It's a bit hard to read this though. Let's go with maybe B or C, A, 9, A, B, maybe B, A, B, C, D, E, F. There's still a lot. Let's go with B. I think that should be pretty decently bright. Yeah. Now this won't work well with the light theme, but I guess that's something we can worry about another time. Compare. Ta-da, ta-da. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Maybe it's a bit too bright now. How about we make it A? A. Yeah. Or it should be a color. Like, I don't know. Green. Green. Yellow. I think that's too aggressive. All right. Too aggressive. All right. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Good. Okay, so we are looking at, yeah, everything still looks fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so next thing, the order. The order. Okay, so I think the first thing we should do is should pair this definitely with this column count like this. Okay. And okay, so how do we do it? Yeah, so one way is we have a switch case, and then on one we call it in this order, and then the other we just swap the order. Right? Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Yeah. Site index. Site index. Yeah. It is a bit unholy though. Maybe depending on the site index, we give it a different function pointer. Or a different lambda. I wouldn't want to do that. Lambda, nah. No lambda, please. So I'm thinking. Okay, so records table, records table, records table, records table. With site index. Okay, records table. Records table. Column. Okay, how about we create a function which is called records column left, records left column, columns, left columns, and then right columns. Right? Obviously we need to pass a bunch of arguments here. We need to pass instruction, file content, buff, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But then we also have this here. Records. Assembler. Let's call this print ASM instruction ASM instruction columns left. Print ASM instruction columns left. Print ASM instructions columns right. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to pass? We need to pass a boof. We need to pass the instruction, of course. The file content and the indent. Anything else? Well, that seems to be it. Oops. That was grossly misplaced. Okay, so these guys and these guys here. Okay. And then we put this here. There. My gosh, so many functions. All right. And then we copy these guys here. Ah, hold on. We also need this here. Show source code columns. By the way, I just realized all these things here should be static. Right? Static. Probably a lot more that can be static here. Okay, so where are we? Losing track here. So many functions. Okay, so we got this garbage. And instruction file indent boof. Good. Right. We need to pass show source code columns. Bool indent bool show source code columns. Good. Okay. And here as well. Good. So then let's go to these guys. Put this in here as well. All right. Then let's copy this guy and put it here. Right. Yeah. Okay. So we also need last line number. Ugh. Okay. Last line number. Okay, so we have boof, last line number, reference, here, here, there. It's a lot. Maybe we should have a struct for this. So many passings. Yes, quite a lot. All right. Okay, so then we take this guy and we already put it in here. Okay. And so we remove all these pointers here. Yeah. And basically here on the right one, we take this and we rearrange them. So we put them down here, these guys, and we put the assembler and the address, we put that to the top. Right? Maybe we say here address assembler bytes source line source codes. Right? And here we say source line bytes. There we go. Good. There we go. Okay. And then here we put a new function, a pointer. Hold on. Here. We put a auto. Let's call it print ASM this. I'm using auto now so that we don't need type def for function pointer. Auto this, and then we say if site index is 0, then we use left, otherwise right. There we go. Okay, so this evaluates to, can we see it? We need to stop debugging. Interestingly, Visual Studio doesn't show us what this auto evaluates to. It does here. Okay, so that's the evaluation. Yeah, so it's a function pointer. And then here we call this function pointer here with all the arguments, with both, with last line number, with instruction, and file content, and indent width, and show source column. Okay, good. So this indent width, I realize we have inconsistent indent. Maybe we just rename it here indent. There we go. Done. Okay. Okay, so this means we can now delete this here. Yeah. All right. Good. And then we need this the same way for this guy. So we need a, man, Visual Studio is slow. We need a here label. By the way, can we maybe make more of these functions static? Like, surely we can make this static, right? Maybe even more. Maybe even this here. And this here. Maybe even more. That's not. But everything that is const, I think. No. Static. Good. So we have a lot of statics. I think these guys we can also make static down here. Well, we will see. If we get compiled errors, we know. Okay, and then here for this guy, we also need print ASM label columns left and right. And the arguments we need to check. Arguments is just a label. Just a label. Oh, that is simple enough. So that would be reference. There we go, const label. And we take these guys, maybe we group them here close together. Okay, label. And we put it up here. Da-da-da-da, okay. Da-da-da-da, we remove the static keyword and we put this here and there. And what do? We copy this guy here, this, and we put it in here, the lefty. Oh, column count. Hold on, column count. Yeah, well, in that case, yeah, in that case, we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we just do it like this. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right, and then here we do table. So this is different. Here we need to put it here. No, here. Yeah. Maybe we make some additional comments here to clarify. How about we move these guys closer to these guys? Because conceptually they belong together here. So let's say, so this is, let's put it here, source line, source code. Columns. Oh, I realized my mistake. So this is source line, source code. Okay. So what we do is we put these comments here. So this is address. Actually, hold on, that's wrong. So this is source line. Source code. I have to say it's a little bit confusing, the code, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's manageable, I would say. It's not all automatic, so that's maybe a bit pissy. But all right. So it's assembler, bytes, source line, source code. Yeah, it's a bit pissy, but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. As long as it works, right? Okay, so on this note, though, I think records table, records manager. Print. Yeah, I think the function name is okay. Let's leave it like this. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe we put the comments here behind this. Same as the other functions. All right. this line. Source code, bytes, address. Man, this code, bro. Okay. Okay, and now we also need another here. Print ASM label columns, site index, and then here it's ASM label columns, label columns. There we go. And then here we do this label done, and then we can remove this, and this hopefully runs without crash or problems. Okay, we have a problem here. Dereferencing null pointer. Oh. 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 Right. Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, then we pass a pointer. Here, file content, make it a pointer. Okay. And now we can't jump to the files anymore, of course, because everything is broken. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, and here. All right, and then here we say assert. Ah. Hold on. How about we do the following? We do const bool is file content is not null pointer, and then we don't need to pass this. It's implicit with the pointer we sent here. Same here. There we go. Then we go here, remove this and this, and dereference this guy and this and that and that. Right, there we go. And then we don't pass this guy, and we don't defer. Okay, and this should work. Okay. Anything else? No. Now this should be good. Okay, it looks compact. Code looks manageable now. But it should now work correctly, if it doesn't crash, right? Let's see. If it does not crash. All right, let's see. And it crashes. What do we have here? Clipper. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that is unexpected. What does it say? It says nothing. Okay, so this pos doesn't match this pos. Why not? What did we change that it broke now? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, we can't get past this search. Ugh. Ugh. Oof. Oh boy. Okay, we see match byte address assert byte. Address assert byte addresses. Line source code bytes. AA addresses. Retry. Okay, I have no clue right now. Looks suspicious, I would say. It certainly is very unexpected because we didn't touch this clipper thingy. Oh. I see. We totally ignore the count here. That's a problem. So we do actually need to pass a column count. Yeah, let's do that. So here ASM label, just pass here column count, and hold on. I think that means we also need to pass it here, right? Oh boy, can we get in there? Thank you. Actually, we just need to pass it to these two. We don't need to pass it to the one down here. There we go. Okay, and then here we say for int I equals 0, I smaller column count plus I next column. Remove this. Okay, and here we do okay, we do column count -1. Oof. I think this is kind of confusing to look at. Let's do it differently. Let's pass the boolean. This one here, to show source code columns. We pass this guy. And I think it becomes easier to look at this monstrosity. Because if we do this loop, then it's like, what is going on here with this loop, you know? So I think this one shows source code columns, and I think this is more explicit in the intent, you know. Then you can just say here, if show these, then do these two, right? And then down here, same thing. It's more obvious as to what the intent is, right? I think this is superior. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, we need to pass it as well. Hold on. Here. Here. Print HM label columns, and we do show this done. Okay, I think this will fix the problem. We still have a green wiggly line here. Why? Dereferencing null pointer. Where? We pass a pointer. This is lying. Probably outdated. Yeah. Good. By the way, I wonder. Oh yeah, that it can still reach down here. Yeah. Good. Then let's compare this guy, and it works. Okay. Then let's do here resize, and the order is correct now. Yeah. It's apps. Hold on. I see. The label is wrong here. Okay, we forgot something. We forgot something. Where is it? Here. This is wrong. So we need to say set index. How about we create a boolean here? Bool const bool. By the way, I think we can make these also const here. The function pointers const. Const bool show. No. Const bool. Left side. Like this. Okay. So left side. Yeah. Then we say here if left side, then do this. This. Yeah. Else do and put the bytes here and done. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. I wonder if there's like a simpler way of doing this. It is a bit complex. Like, for example, we could maybe have a class where yeah, I would say we think about how we can make it simpler, because the setup is a little bit error prone, right? Maybe we can make it better. Yeah. Okay, but it works correctly now, so that's already good. That's good. Okay, let's look at some other functions here. So we have ini. Let's select all these. Yeah. So if we do here like this, das. Yeah, I think it's a good start. Yeah. It's a good start. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to simplify this code somehow. I don't know yet how, but it's probably possible. Let me create a screenshot of this. Good progress. Yeah, so maybe we should have a struct which owns these things here, and then we can say we can select this struct and well, I don't know. Struct would have to move, so you could have it. Could have. We probably need like an std array of 5 elements, and this array contains some element that links to this column definition, and then the column definition has a name, and it has a function. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Okay. Next session, let's try to come up with some way to simplify this, because this is a bit complicated. Here with this stuff, I think that we can probably do better. Yeah. It's a bit tough on the eyes, right? It's a bit tough. Yeah. Yeah. But I think before we do this, we should probably submit the state we have, because it's functional and it's a good first step. So we can probably clean up what we have now, submit it, and then make a pass and approve it. Yeah, I think that is reasonable. But we don't have this here yet. Yeah, we need to look into this next actually, which probably is easy because we have the building blocks in place to do this, I think. Yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, I think the progress right now is good. We got a lot of stuff done. Things work in principle. It looks solid. Certainly usable. But yeah, there's probably things to iron out. I don't like that sometimes the width is not well. I think it should expand better by default. I don't know if we can do that. But yeah, it's not a big deal. You can always like right click and size all columns to fit, right? So it's not a big deal. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Oh, there is some glitch here. Actually, it's not a glitch. Oh. It looks funky, but if you think about it, it's not a glitch. Or is it? Why does it all correspond to line 10? How much is in there? Holy shit. Holy shit. What? How can this line be on? It's over so many lines here. Oh, because it's all inline. Ensure unique buffer. Free buffer bytes. Oh, wow. So much code inline. Holy shit. Okay, but I think it's kind of glitchy. I think it shouldn't do this. Yeah. I think it happens because of the clipper. Yeah, the clipper doesn't know that this is not the first element. Yeah. Yeah, it looks kind of buggy. And it is kind of buggy. So we will see if we can fix that thing. Yeah. It's kind of wild. Okay. Yo. Yo. Okay, good. Yeah, then I will end it here. Take a break. I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.